A Vermont state trooper getting national recognition for a life-saving action, saving a young girl from an icy pond this past December. Trooper Michelle Archer is one of 4 finalists for Trooper of the Year. That is an international award. ABC 22's Matt Holderman sat down with her to recount that frigid rescue and to talk about all of the acclaim she's been receiving.
Say again? Yeah. It was certainly like no time to waste. Time was of the essence. So I was just thinking about getting in there, grabbing her and getting out. This is the job I signed up to do, and I just happened to be there first to complete the task at hand.
Despite having saved the life of an 8-year-old girl who fell into an icy pond, Vermont State Police Trooper Michelle Archer wouldn't describe herself as a hero. She says she was simply doing her job that day, doing what she was trained to do. But to many of her peers, to people across the nation, and certainly to that little girl's family, Trooper Archer is a hero, and her courageous act is now being recognized through a nomination to one of the most prestigious awards in law enforcement.
Things like this happen every day across the country. For whatever reason, this is the story that took hold and got the attention that it did. So it's an honor to be a part of that.
2 months later, Trooper Archer can still perfectly recall every detail from that Sunday morning. She was on patrol in Cambridge and saw the ice rescue call come up on her screen, realizing quickly that she happened to be just down the road from the pond. When she arrived, one child had already been pulled to safety, but a nearby homeowner informed her the situation was still dire.
So she told me that there's still one in there, and at that point, something just took over, whether training, instinct, probably a little bit of both. And I just acted. So I grabbed the throw rope that you see in the video. It's department issued. Ran over to the pond and actually dropped my duty belt. I knew that would probably weigh me down, and I just entered into the pond.
In a matter of just 30 seconds, Trooper Archer was in and out of the pond, putting her own life at risk in the process. And her fellow trooper Keith Cody was right there to pick up the young girl and rush her to an ambulance.
I didn't feel how cold it was on the scene. It wasn't until after, if you watch the video, you can hear my breathing changed. I didn't notice that until I watched the video myself.
In the following weeks, the girl Trooper Archer pulled from the water made a full recovery, and the two of them had the chance to properly meet for the first time.
Trooper Cody and I had the opportunity to meet with her and her parents. They actually came here. It was a good reconnection. She was a little shy at first, but came around towards the end. So,
in her 6 years with Vermont State Police, Trooper Archer says this case now stands alone in her head as the most memorable she's ever responded to. And after an incident last summer where she wasn't able to save a child's life, she says being able to successfully do it this time around means even more.
You know, Trooper Cody and I also responded. If you remember the incident at Smugs last summer, we both responded there, and unfortunately it wasn't the happiest of endings. So this one, to see it through and get that happy ending and see everything's okay, that was a relief.
Now, in just over 1 month, Trooper Archer will fly to San Antonio, Texas for the IACP Awards banquet on March 14th, where she will learn if it is her or one of the other 3 finalists who will be taking home the award. Reporting in Williston, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.